Right now, as you read this, a summer from your childhood still feels like it lasted forever. But last year is already gone. Same clock, same seconds, same you. But time is moving faster than it used to, and it will not slow back down. Try something. Remember last week. It's close, you can almost touch it. Now remember a single week from 10 years ago. One feels like yesterday, the other like another lifetime, and that gap is not an accident. Your brain is doing something to time that you never agreed to. And here's the strange part. Your brain is doing something to time that you never agreed to. And here's the strange part. Now destimation to spillages sengend and speed. And the coast with Eaglemans. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain does not measure time with a clock.
It has no seconds, no hours, nothing ticking in perfect steps. Instead, it measures time in proportion against everything you've already lived.
And that one fact quietly bends your entire life. In 1877, a French philosopher named Paul Janet wrote it down as a simple idea. To a 2-year-old, a single year is half of everything they have ever known. It feels enormous, almost unmeasurable. To a 50-year-old, that same year is 1/50th of their life, a thin slice against a thick stack of years. The year has not changed. Your sense of it has collapsed. Each new year is smaller, not in hours, but in weight. You are dividing it into a larger and larger life. 13 years later, the psychologist William James took this further. What he said should stop you cold. He argued that the years grow hollow as we age. Childhood is packed with firsts. First day of school, first fear, first friend, the first time you saw the sea. Every one of them is new, and your brain records new things in high detail. But adulthood is built out of repetition. The same commute, the same room, the same faces. Faced with what it has seen 1,000 times, your brain stops recording. It just files it under same as before. This is the part that matters. Your sense of how long a stretch lasted is not built from the clock. It's built from how many new memories you laid down inside it. A week full of new places feels long when you look back. A week where nothing happened barely existed at all. Time, in memory, is measured in novelty. And as you age, novelty runs out.
A neuroscientist named David Eagleman went looking for the mechanism behind this. He did something extreme to find it.
He dropped volunteers backward off a tower into a net. 150 feet of free fall. As they fell, he flashed numbers on a screen. This was too fast to normally read. His idea was simple. If terror truly slows down time, they should be able to read the numbers mid-fall. They couldn't. So the slowing wasn't happening in the moment at all. It was happening afterward, in memory. Fear made the brain record so densely, so many details per second, that looking back, the fall felt long. The event didn't stretch. The memory of it did. That is the whole secret, running in reverse across your life. When you were young, everything was a fall. Everything was dense, detailed, new. So your memories from back then are thick, and those years feel vast. Now most of your days record almost nothing, and a year with almost nothing in it, looked back on, feels like it lasted a moment. There is one more layer underneath, and it is chemical. Deep in your brain sits something like an internal clock. A researcher named Warren Meck spent his career showing that it runs on dopamine. When dopamine is high, curious, alert, surprised, the clock ticks faster, recording more moments per second. When dopamine fades, the clock slows, and fewer moments get recorded. Here is the cruel arithmetic of it. The chemistry of novelty is highest when you're young and drops steadily as you age.
Your inner clock is quietly winding down, and it takes your sense of a full life with it.
Now put the pieces together and sit with what they add up to. The math is something almost no one wants to hear. If your sense of time really is proportional, the numbers get strange. Birth to age 8 may be half your entire perceived life. Not half your years, half of the time you will ever feel passing. Everything after folds into a smaller and smaller half. By the time you reach your 20s, in the felt sense, most of your life may already be behind you.
But this is not where it ends. The same machinery that steals your time also shows you how to take it back.
Time did not speed up because the clock changed. It sped up because you stopped feeding it anything new.
It is a direct readout of how much novelty you are still letting in.
The years went hollow because you let them fill with repetition. So the pace of your life is not fixed.
It is a direct readout of how much novelty you are still letting in.
Every new place, every hard skill, every route you don't know by heart forces your brain back into recording mode. It thickens time. A single unfamiliar weekend can leave behind more memory and more felt life. It can outweigh 3 months of routine you can no longer tell apart. People who say their life is flying by are almost always describing the same day, copied over and over. So here is the uncomfortable thing to carry with you. You already know how much time you have left, in years. But the life you will actually feel is a separate number. It is not decided by the calendar. It is decided by how much you are still willing to be surprised. The clock on the wall is honest.
The one inside you is not. It has been quietly speeding up your whole life.
It deletes the days you repeated and keeps only the days you truly lived.
And it will keep going, faster every year, right up until the moment you give it something new to slow down for.